What's up, guys? It is Wednesday. You know what that means. It is time for another Waterfowl Wednesday. And on today's Waterfowl Wednesday, we're going to be talking about decoy bags. And Waterfowl Wednesday starts right now. Welcome back, everybody, and like I said, today we're going to talk about decoy bags. And when it comes to decoy bags, there are so many options out there, and I have got a bunch of them to show you the possible options depending on the style of hunting you're going to do and how many decoys you want to carry. So let's get started. All right, first of all, probably one of your better options, or I'm gonna say nicer options to go, depending on how you want to care for your decoys, is gonna be a slotted bag. This particular slotted bag is the Tanglefree Flight Series slotted bag. And what I've got in here, in this particular bag, this has got my Dakota flocked head with Dakota Extreme flocked head mallards. This is a great option if you have a flocked head decoy or a fully flocked decoy. These bags are second to none as far as keeping your decoys safe, clean, and out of the elements when they're being stored. So that's one option. This is not a tangle-free bag review, so I'm not going to go into great detail on that. If you'd like to see that video, a more detailed video of that bag, drop it in the comments and I will do that for you. Now that's that one. Now I have another slotted bag also. This is just a cheap one that I got off of Amazon for about 40 bucks. It's a nice bag, but if you'll notice, it doesn't have the top where, like the Tanglefree has the zip top. This one is just an open bag, and inside of it I've got my Dakota Extreme gab walls in there. It's a nice bag, but it's just a cheaper bag. That bag runs you about 60 bucks, give or take, with tax and shipping. This one was like 40 bucks with Amazon Prime. So it just depends on how much money you want to spend. Now, that's pretty much it when it comes to slotted bags. I've got two of the Tanglefrees, but they've got some higher end decoys in them, so I'm taking really good care of them. Now, here's another bag that I really like a lot. This is the Rig 'em Right Waterfowl. I think it's called the Tanker XL or something like that. But anyway, I'm not exactly sure. But they got two of these. One of them's the Tanker XL, and the other one is, it may be this one. I'm not real sure. But either way, you go on rigemright.com, Max Prairie Wings, you'll see which ones, and they've got two options, and I have another one I can show you that's very similar to it. But this is the Rig 'em Right bag. It's got a handle on it. It's got these buckles across the top, and it says it'll hold up to like 3 dozen decoys, and that's about what's in here. I think it's actually about 2.5 dozen in this particular bag. It's got places on the inside you can hook your carabiners so they're not lost. You're not trying to dig around trying to find the end of your Texas rig decoy. You can hook that carabiner on there and unsnap it and pull them out, and you're ready to go. But it's a really nice bag. It's a very durable bag. A friend of mine has kind of put me on these bags. He's got some, and I saw them last year, used them a few times myself, and I was really sold on these bags. They're really nice bags. I've got two of them, one there, and then this next bag I have is called the Rogers XL Decoy Bag. It's very similar in the way it's made and shaped to the Rig 'em Right bag. It's just Rogers brand and their version of that same bag. It's got the two handle straps with the Velcro, which I don't really use, but it's got the plastic buckles. This one has 5 instead of 3 like the Rig 'em Right, and it also has the D-ring on the inside to clip your carabiners to. And what I have, because these are bigger bags, I have all of my diver decoys in this bag, and this is the diver Texas rigs, and I have another bag down there. I don't know if you can see that, but I've got wrote gang rigs on there. That's for my long line decoys from when we go set up on divers. I've got 3 dozen in this bag, and I've got 2 dozen gang rigs. So, and they are really big bags. It has the holes on the bottom, so like it will shed water if your decoys are wet. It'll drain that water out of there. It won't hold the water, and they too are a very nice bag. All in all, if I had to pick a favorite, I really like the Tanglefree slotted bag, and I really like the Rig 'em Right bag. I think it's called a Tanker XL. I'm pretty sure that's what it is. But that's it. I really prefer those two. These Rogers bags are really nice. They're really big. They can hold a lot of decoys, but you know, it don't take too much more than common sense to realize that the more decoys you put in the bag, then the heavier it gets. And this, like I said, this particular bag has got 3 dozen decoys in it, Texas rig, weights and all, so it's an extremely heavy style bag. So you don't want to have to tote that too far. That's not a walk-in decoy bag. That's something you're gonna throw in your boat and haul out there. So but it's a nice bag, and those are just a few options you can consider. And then, you know, there's always the old-fashioned mesh bag, which I actually do have. It's just kind of it's a last resort, or if I need a smaller bag, just something to throw some in, you can always buy, you know, one of these mesh bags. I think this one is this is a hardcore brand bag. You can pick one of these up for about $29.99, and it'll hold anywhere from 2 to 3 dozen decoys, depending on, you know, what they are, whether they be teal or mallards, gavwall, whatever they may be. But you can put anywhere from 2 to 2.5 dozen decoys in these mesh bags. So I don't use it much, but I hang on to it in case I need it. So that's why I just kind of throw it back there in the back. But those are some options you can consider when it comes to decoy bags. So just kind of give you a little insight on some options out there. If you're considering a bigger bag or a mesh bag, you kind of can see the, you know, the comparisons in the 2 or 3 when it comes to slotted. And I consider this more like a medium-sized bag versus the extra large Rogers bag. So if you're new to the channel, go ahead right now, click that subscribe button, tap the notification bell so you get notified anytime I post a video. Hit me a thumbs up, I really appreciate that. Watch time is down right now, so I appreciate all the likes I can get. It really helps me a lot this time of year during the off season. And until next week, guys, y'all bust them up.